We need term limits for our politicians in Congress. When politicians stay in office for decades, something begins to change. What started as public service slowly becomes entrenched power. The longer someone remains in Congress, the more influence they build. Committee control, donor networks, insider relationships, political favors, and name recognition. That makes it harder and harder for voices with new ideas to break through. Now, that doesn't make them kings or dictators, because voters with brains or common sense still have the power to remove them. But when the same people hold office for 20, 30, even 40 years, power begins to concentrate in ways that look less like citizen government service and more like a government king dictator ruling class. Over time, seniority becomes currency. Leadership positions are often controlled by those who have been there the longest, meaning the people with the deepest roots often have the strongest grip on legislation, spending, and national priorities, aka also known as Chuck Schumer. The United States presidency is limited by the 22nd Amendment to the United States Constitution. Here's the simple breakdown for those who may not know this. A president can be elected only twice. Each term is 4 years, so the normal maximum is 8 years. Now, if a vice president takes over and serves more than 2 years of someone else's term, that person can then only be elected one more time, making the absolute maximum 10 years. The whole idea behind term limits is to prevent too much power staying with one person. It forces leadership change, and it reduces the chance of political entrenchment. Without term limits, a president could build long-term control that starts to resemble a dictator permanent leadership rule. And that raises the serious question. If America believes no one person should hold unlimited power, why should political careers in Congress have no practical limit at all? Term limits would not remove democracy. They would strengthen it by forcing a regular renewal, creating opportunity for fresh leadership, new ideas, and accountability. Public office was never meant to become a lifetime possession. It was meant to be a temporary responsibility. Yeah, experience matters, but so does remembering who the government is supposed to serve. Mental fitness matters also, because Congress makes long-range decisions. This is not about age alone, and it's not just about intelligence scores or IQ. What matters more is judgment, mental stability, decision-making, and the ability to keep up with fast-changing national global issues. Public office requires continued competence, and voters want confidence that those making major decisions remain mentally capable of doing that job well. At some point, staying in office too long stops looking like a service and starts looking like ownership. At the end of the day, elections matter, but term limits should be a safeguard to make sure public service never becomes permanent power. We want term limits in Congress.